folks? Welcome back to another awesome episode of Tommy Talks, the most electrifying show here on YouTube. And today I have none other than a TikTok star, a YouTube star, and his name is ChrisTwoDafur.
Tommy talks. Tommy talks. This song is fair use. Don't copyright strike me.
Did I get it right?
What's going on?
Doing good, man.
ChrisTwoDafur.
ChrisTwoDafur. You know, I gotta say, I found you because I was just scanning through the For You page, and you have so many characters that just have me on the floor laughing my butt off. Bruh.
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 You know, it's a lot of work managing all these characters because they come out at different times, and then you got to take control over again, and it's just a lot. It's just absolutely a lot to keep up with. I don't recommend having multiple people. Don't recommend having thousands and thousands of people living inside your head. I don't recommend it.
Your Mickey Mouse is absolutely tremendous. Like, just, hello, folks, how you doing there? Ho-ho! And just the... You kind of remind me of a mixture of Donald Trump and Mickey Mouse mixed together. Absolutely amazing, gigantic. We're gonna have it amazing. It's gonna be gigantic.
The reason I love that character so much, and characters like Dora, and honestly just kids shows in general, is because if you go back and watch them as adults, you'll realize like how absolutely creepy they all are.
Oh,
and they're all just
I hate the
an
new
absolute
cartoons.
creep fest.
They stare at you, and it's like, I feel kind of like you're defiling me by staring at me like that.
Teletubbies, I mean, that's just a cult type thing.
Tinky Winky!
Stare at the sun, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
When did you start TikToking?
When did I start talking, you man? I started talking at the age of 5. That's when I started talking. Oh, TikToking. Okay.
What happened? I lost a bet with a friend, and then I was like, fine, I'll download it. Because I knew I never downloaded Vine because I knew it would take over my life, and just like TikTok has. So it was August 2019. So it's been about a year and a half since I started.
You have such a tremendous audience. You have grown exponentially, and honestly, like people like you deserve a check mark.
Thanks. Maybe one day.
One day. Are you familiar with Toby? My Name is Toby?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's another great TikToker. I sometimes wonder, I ask these other TikTokers, hey, do you know this TikToker? And they're like, oh, no.
that was a pretty good Patrick right there on accident. Whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on. You must be talking about the big booty Judy.
Yes!
Floating along the sea, waiting for its prey. Ultimately opening both cheeks and swallowing it whole.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I've never laughed so hard. Folks, this guy is not just himself on TikTok. I'm not kissing your butt here, but like, you are an absolute talent. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I follow you, because you deserve, everybody deserves to work hard, but you add a little more to your TikToks, and you make it funny, you make it entertaining.
Thank you, man.
And dude,
I appreciate it. I appreciate that you notice those things, because I think one of the things I think about, I do a lot of impressions, but and a lot of people can do great impressions, but I like to put them in scenes or inside of a story or as a joke or something like that, just to take that voice to the next level. Sorry, I had to kick Max out of here.
You see, that's the secret.
grapes.
You don't need them, but it makes you look better.
Mr. Grinch, my name is Dr. Lucifer, and I just... Dr. Lucifer.
Yes.
I've been suggested by a young lady by Miss Cindy Lou Who. I understand that. She said that you have some issues with the Christmas.
Now look, everybody wants to say that I've got anger problems, and they're a bunch of liars on one Christmas tree.
You may have accidentally been arrested a few times for stealing Christmas. Is this true?
That is correct, but I returned everything, and everyone knows that I'm now a hero. A hero of the Who's. They should probably write a second book about me.
Now, I'd like to one thing to know that you have some kind of attachment to your dog Max, like some kind of...
Max.
Yes, he's a wonderful dog, I understand, but is he a garbage dog? I understand this, like you found him in the trash.
Well, at one point, we all reach that point where we feel like garbage. So we found each other, if I'm being honest.
Where do you find your most issues with the Who's, and what is it that you can release this inner anger that you could pure yourself as a peaceful Grinch instead of a evil and mysterious and lurking kind of person?
As long as that one guy doesn't stick that stuff that's not pudding in my mouth, I really don't care.
Well, I just want to say, this has been a tremendous session. Now, would that be cash or check? Because I can only do so many things. I have regular-sized hands, and it's just...
The child mentioned a check.
Well, I think that check, yes, I'll take that. And you have a nice day. Oh my gosh, man. I gotta say, oh my gosh, you are you are awesome, man. Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, no problem. That's the best part about the grapes. You eat them afterwards.
What is your favorite, by far, who is your favorite character?
I would have to say the Grinch, not to say that's the one that like garners the most attention.
Well, it's Christmas,
but I think...
and I've been looking on your TikTok, and you kind of been garnishing attention to the Grinch. I was scanning through it, and I don't know if your phone was going, please stop doing this. I do not like it when you do this. Have you seen those videos?
I have not.
Oh my gosh, yes, I have seen them. And then some countries like, please do that to my TikTok, please.
Yeah, I don't have notifications on for the Tiki-Taki. I think somewhere around the Mickey Infinity Saga, it would have just drained the battery way too fast.
Jeez. Now, I have to say, I watched the Mickey Saga, and, like, you did a tremendous job. Like, what was your favorite part?
You want to know about the process, don't you?
Yes, I would love it.
I usually film solely on the TikTok app. There are times where I'll use an app called Premiere Rush, and basically it's a better movie editor that's optimized for your phone. So for example, the Arctic Broad yesterday, I couldn't touch the phone because my hands are wet, right? So I basically needed to film the entire thing within 5 minutes before I got hypothermia. Ow. And then I took all the clips and just spliced it and made it in the correct order. But yeah, most of the Mickey saga, it shoved into those 60 seconds. And there's times where, we're starting to move some people. I'll still always do TikTok, but I think the wonderful thing about YouTube is the skits can be just slightly longer without being limited to that minute frame.
With so many details, you lied through, and I'm like, this must be so hard. Like he must be doing so much to push so much creativity into one thing, and I'm like, I can't imagine how, and I just do
my brain.
I don't know. Have you ever watched any of my TikToks?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I'm not as creative as you. I'm just like, I'm dancing, or a clip I am not as creative as you are, or I stitch a video or something like that. Like, I wish I was as creative as you. I mean, I'm very talented myself. I do impressions myself.
Yeah. I mean, a testament to you, Tommy, is, a lot of people don't have the bravery, the know-how, or honestly, the gusto to reach out and do things like you're doing right now. It's one of those things where nobody's going to make you do it, and you just kind of got to do it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. By the way, I just want to say the way you created this thumbnail, this kind of reminds me of the way the thumbnail looks. It looks like we're getting ready to fight in a UFC fight.
Yeah. Fight night at the Apollo.
Tommy at C2010.
Championship. It's ChrisTwoDafur and Tommy Talks 20. What's in front of Tony?
Epic showdown. Tommy at C2010. 100K subscriber. ChrisTwoDafur. With over so many followers. Epic showdown. Who will win this fight?
Has Christopher healed from his toe fungus infection? Find out now.
You got a toe infection?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
What would you say is the future for you?
Future. Yeah, I mean, I think they just kind of come out every now and then, or naturally, or the stars align. And I think what happens to me a lot is I'll watch something and then like we can't watch a movie without me trying to imitate or act like it. I know the Mickey saga came a little bit after, the tail end of Endgame, and I'd gotten these gemstones for like a Power Ranger thing. And then I was like, oh my God, oh, these look like Infinity. Oh, what if Mickey, oh, what if he defeated, oh, and then everything just started all clicking together.
I could see Mickey Mouse being something like that, like an overpowering, like, warlord or something like that, our boss.
Exactly.
Controlling everything, because that's what Disney does. They exhort.
Why don't you come on in and take a seat? I'll talk to you for a second. Numbers are down.
Listen here, baby Yoda.
We have lay off a few people. And by lay off, I mean chop your head off. I don't know if I'm not going to be able to turn my computer enough. See that bright gleaming light? I'm not on a spaceship. It's a snow day, so I actually didn't even have to go to work today.
Now, where are you located at in the USA?
So I live in Virginia, and I am an art teacher at high school, and I live about 5 minutes from that high school.
Do your students know of your TikTok?
Most of them do. I've had moments where people is that it's unfathomable that it is me. So I've gotten comments before that are like, you look like my art teacher. And I'm like, I am your art teacher. Bum, bum, bum. I am your art teacher. But, so yeah, it happens. Some of them don't follow, because it's like, I don't know, it might be weird, I don't know. But yeah, they definitely know. Honestly, a lot of times I'm just doing my own thing. Every now and then you'll see some trend type stuff, but for the most part I'm on my own wavelength.
You're just you, man. You're on fire. And before we go here, is there anything you would like to plug?
Herman's Itch Cream. It really gets no. It really takes care of the rash.
Honestly, all I would say is anybody who's trying to get into impressions, just know that you're not going to be able to do every single one in the world, and I can't do every single one in the world, and some of the ones I do aren't even that great to begin with. So just don't give up. Like you said when you asked me, it's been a year. My first video, which is still there, my very, very first video had 15 views and 2 likes, something like that. So that's just to say, if you just keep pushing and just keep doing what you love, eventually you'll attract an audience.
Push yourself and you never give up. you can go the distance, and you can be the one that steals
I
Christmas.
can go the distance. I don't remember what song that's from. All those Disneys that just randomly break out.
Well, folks, this is Christopher, and I
Now
am
you know how to say it right. ChrisTwoDafur.
Christopher Tudifer. And as always, folks, I'm Tommy NC 2010, and I'm keeping you on the inside fact. Subscribe, support, stay positive.